I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera, sponsored by the Human Being in Newport and Lincoln City. And I'm excited to be here at the Lincoln County School District today. And I've got three wonderful educators here that we're going to get to know and learn more about what they do. Let's start off with you, Sandy. Tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, good morning. Thank you. My name is Sandy Mummy, and I am currently the Healthy and Equitable Schools Administrator for Lincoln County School District. That means that I am working on programs that support student services. And so I work with our McKinney-Vento liaison in the district, which is our homeless program. We have service coordinators, health service advocates, nursing department, and all of the things that support students kind of holistic mental health and well-being. And so I've been excited to do that for the past 3 years. I actually moved to Lincoln County in 2006. So I've been here for a while. Both of my kids have gone through Lincoln County schools. And I started as a teacher. I taught elementary school at Toledo Elementary School and Crestview Heights, and then moved into administration. I've been the principal at Toledo Elementary School and Ocean Lake Elementary School. And this is my third year at the district office. Super excited that I will take on a new role starting in the 24-25 school year as the new elementary director of education, and have been learning so much from the great Dr. Katie Barrett. So thanks for having me today, and thanks for the human being coffee here.
You are so welcome. So Katie, tell us a little bit about you and what you do, because it sounds like Sandy is going to transition into you.
She is. It's very exciting. So, hello, I'm Katie Barrett, and I have been the Director of Elementary Education here in Lincoln County since 2018, July of 2018, so the last 6 years here. And we have done some amazing things over the last 6 years, creating systems and structures in elementary, providing curriculum for our teachers and lots of professional development, different ways of looking at student data to help support students. So lots of great work has been happening in elementary over the last 6 years. I have been in education for over 25 years. I actually started in California as a classified staff member, supporting students with reading and writing. Moved to Oregon, got my teaching license, taught in the classroom for 10 years, was a teacher on special assignment, and then was an elementary principal. And that's when I worked for Dr. Gray at the time in Park Rose, and she asked me to come to Lincoln County with her. So I did, and it has been an amazing 6 years.
All right. And what are you going to do next?
Well, my daughter and son-in-law are expecting their first baby the end of June. We're moving to Spokane, so to be closer to family.
There you go. And Aaron, I know you from way back, from when my kiddos were in school. So
That's
you've been with the Lincoln County School District for quite some time and have worn many hats. But for those who don't know you as well as I do, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Aaron Belloni. I'm currently the Director of Secondary Education here in Lincoln County School District. I've been in Lincoln County a very long time. I began my career in Sam Case Elementary School a very long time ago. So I grew up here in Newport and went through the Newport school system. So I've been here a long time. I started my teaching career in Gresham Barlow School District and quickly transferred here to Newport. So I've taught in Newport. I became an assistant principal at Newport High. I was in the district office for a couple of years and then became principal at Newport Middle School, which I was there for 8 years. And then I've just moved into this position this year.
And tell us about that position and what you're doing now.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot actually this year. So my role is primarily curriculum and instruction for secondary. So that's grades, mostly 7, 12, and 6th grade at Newport Middle School. So professional learning, our AVID program falls under my role. Also, our career and technical education courses fall under me as well.
That's great. So let's talk a little bit, Aaron, about the CTE and the AVID program.
Yeah, AVID has been a staple for us for a number of years. I think we began shortly before Dr. Gray came, and then we really took off with the rest of our schools. So AVID is advancement via individual determination, and all of our schools are involved in AVID in one form or another. So AVID provides great instructional strategies for our teachers and professional development, and that's one component of it. I think that's where I see a lot of a benefit for our staff, is because they're getting the best instructional strategies. But it also provides a class for our secondary students in the AVID elective. So most of our students have an option to go into an AVID elective class, which is really preparing them to be the best student possible and preparing them to be college and career ready.
That's fantastic. And the CTE programs, tell us a little bit about that. That's really been growing, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. CTE's grown a lot since I've been in Lincoln County School District. So we have everything from forestry programs in the north area. In the south, we have more technical programs that are more computer science based. And in some of our areas, we have art, that is career and technical education programs. It's culinary. I mean, the list is going on, and it continues to grow. I was just at a CTE conference with a number of our Lincoln County School District teachers, and they are learning more things and growing ideas and expanding their programs every day. Manufacturing is another one. Welding is out there. We partner with the community college on that. So it's a really great opportunity for our kids to get in and get some hands-on skills that they may not otherwise have.
And I know the forestry program in Walport, that is really big, and they've actually won awards, as well as some of the other schools. I know at Taft, they've won some awards for the culinary program. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I don't have the deepest knowledge of history on that, but I know that Walport has been a couple times state champion, if not three. So don't quote me on those ones, I guess. But and I know that the culinary program's been very successful up in Lincoln City, and they've won many, many awards.
Wonderful. Katie, and let's talk a little bit about your expertise and what you do.
So the heart of everything I do is literacy first, especially early literacy. I feel that reading is a right, reading is a civil right, and it is our job to ensure that every single student that goes through Lincoln County leaves a reader. And we start that even at our lowest. I oversee early childhood as well, so our preschool, looking at those kindergarten readiness skills, what are those pre-literacy skills, and then moving right into kindergarten through sixth grade in the elementaries, looking at how do we instruct in a way that follows the science of reading, that is what's best for kids in learning, for every kid, supporting every child in reading, and in a way that they do have success and then become lovers of reading because they can read. And so the work that Oregon Department of Ed has done in the last year with their Oregon Early Literacy Framework has been just everything that we've been doing in Lincoln County here for the previous 5 years, culminated in the state doing the work, which was really exciting for us, because we were able to see, and our teachers were able to see, hey, we've already been doing this, and now this is something that the state is saying we have to do. Well, we've been doing that already here in Lincoln County for over 5 years.
Nailed it.
So nailed it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about the reading program. If a student is struggling in reading, because not every kid picks it up right away, do you have programs in place to help them to keep up with their grade level?
Absolutely. So the beautiful part of the systems that we've put in place here in Lincoln County over the last 6 years is a multi-tiered system of support strategy that looks at what do all students need, that core solid instruction in our classrooms with the best practices. And then for students that need a little bit more, we give them a little bit more through interventions, whether that is through our title programs or through classroom interventions. And then there are some children of a smaller amount, less than 5%, that really need even more than that. And then we're able to provide that more personalized instruction as well. And then sometimes we'll find out through the earlier grades that students actually have some kind of learning disability. But we want to make sure we have given students all of the support that we can give them before we determine that, this could possibly be a learning disability. So yes, we have great programs in place. Our teachers receive enormous amounts of professional development. We actually have had coaching specifically around our reading, especially in K2, those foundational years. We use a very succinct system of instruction called enhanced core reading instruction in our classrooms to ensure that all students have access to quality instruction. And our 3rd through 6th grade teachers were all given explicit reading instruction to help with those foundational skills because we're not there yet. We have not had this, we had COVID in the middle of the last 5 years. So we're not where we want to be with our literacy rates yet. But the things that we're doing, we're seeing some movement, which is very exciting. And then just recently, we trained and multiple teachers from every school are now dyslexia trained as well. So we have multiple experts in every one of our elementaries who have been trained specifically on how to support students who potentially could have dyslexia. So lots of really focused, intentional, and purposeful work around literacy.
And on the other side of the coin, those that are more advanced, is there help for them that they can continue to exceed without feeling like they're just treading water?
Our teachers do an amazing job of differentiating their instruction, everything from that student who needs some more intervention to the student who needs enrichment. And if students excel and have some of those indicators of needing more than that, we also have ways to identify them in our talented and gifted program so that they would get support in that area as well.
Awesome. And Sandy, tell us a little bit about your transition. So I understand you're going to be taking over doing what Katie is now doing. Let's talk a little bit about that and some of the things that you have going on.
Yeah, so it's been a pretty busy couple of weeks for me as I'm still in my current role, and I'm trying to learn as much as possible from Katie while we still have her expertise in our district. One of the biggest things that we have been working on is our summer learning program. And so we have summer learning for students who are incoming kinder all the way through 12th grade, which we are super excited about. Our kindergarten program is called Jumpstart Kindergarten, and that will be at neighborhood kindergarten schools from July 29th through August 16th. And registration for that should be underway soon if it's not already currently. Jumpstart is already currently, registration is happening. So I would definitely suggest if you have an incoming kinder to get in touch with your school and find out how to register for that. We also have, thanks to the Oregon Department of Ed's grant, summer learning for grades 1 through 12. And those dates will be August 5th through August 16th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that will be, learning, credit recovery. I'll let Aaron talk more about secondary, but at the elementary level, we'll have science, technology, engineering, math. So STEM activities, there'll be reading and math and social emotional learning, and then enrichment opportunities for some field trips in the afternoon. For those 2 weeks, breakfast, lunch, transportation will be included in all of that. And we have, we're just busy working on that now, making sure we can get it staffed. And then registration will happen for all students starting next week and run through May 17th. So we're hoping that lots of kids will sign up for that.
And can you talk about the importance of having a summer learning program? The break is important, but not every student has the opportunity to continue doing some fun learning activities through the summer. Can you talk about the importance of that, please?
Sure. So we know that it's pretty typical to have what we call a summer slide, right? Like when you come back in the beginning of the school year in September, typically teachers are resetting expectations and getting, doing class community building and getting kids kind of ready to get their brains ready for learning again, for the stamina that it takes to get through an entire school year of learning. And so by having an opportunity to come to school for 2 weeks, we can kickstart that brain, right? Get it ready and get it familiar with, again, coming to school, being in the classroom, being with peers. And we also know that summer learning is a time, kids want to have fun. We want it to be a little bit different than the regular school day. So we do have activities planned for creating a fun and engaging time, not just the kind of typical school day types of activities. So importance to come in and get that academic experience, but then also opportunities to engage with peers because playtime is fun, for kids, and they want to be doing that over the summer.
Well, they learn a lot through play.
Right.
especially younger ones.
And having it be from 8 to 5, transportation included, meals included, we're hoping that it can be more accessible to all students and families.
And that'll be a big help for families, especially those that work
Correct. Yep.
with childcare and
Mhm.
after school care and things like that being limited. I know that there's lots of organizations that do have summer programs, but there's only so much room. So this is really great. Let's see, Katie, is there anything else that you want to add or talk about?
Well, I really want to encourage families to consider summer learning. This is the first year we've really been able to offer these solid 8 to 5 times for working families. And it is a great opportunity for kids. Some of the activities, the STEM activities, they're going to be creating things, using materials to put things together, try things out. It really isn't a typical school day. There are really lots of active inquiry-based types of activities for kids to do. And I can't recommend Jumpstart Kindergarten enough because I think it really helps our youngest incoming students to get that feeling in a smaller setting without the entire school being filled with students already of what does my school look like? What do classrooms look like? What is it like to be in school for the first time?
So will the kids have the same teacher, do you know, during the Jumpstart?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
We do encourage our kindergarten teachers to run our Jumpstart classrooms. Not all of them are able to do that, but some of them are. So we do have quite a few of our kindergarten teachers that are participating in Jumpstart Kindergarten this summer.
That's great. And Aaron, let's talk a little bit more about your role as secondary education director.
Sure. Can I plug summer school as well?
Yes, you
so
can.
I think that's a big piece of the work that I'm doing right now. So secondary summer school really happens in 2 sessions. So the first session is July 20th through 28th, and it is mostly credit recovery. During that time, it's a half-day program where students can come in and make up credits that they've missed, or if they unfortunately just missed graduation, it's a place where they can get their CAP plan done and graduate. So that we're really encouraging students that need to do that to come in and work with that. And we have that in each area, in each high school. As we get into August, we're going to have it, grades 6 or 7 through 12 have enrichment programs for our students. And we've never done anything like this before, so I think it's really exciting. I've been working with teachers out of each area of the county, and they have some amazing ideas that are hands-on, inquiry-based, enrichment type programs that students normally wouldn't get to do in a standard, K or 7-12 environment. This is very different. So I just am super impressed with the teachers who have these ideas and are putting, courses or activities together for kids. I'm impressed with the community members that have really come out and said, hey, we want to help you. And so we have a number of community groups that are trying to be a part of this, and we're really excited about it. And we're hoping kids will sign up. It is new and different, and it's nothing like we've ever done before. So the programs should be very, very interesting.
Well, and what's really nice about it is the dates. So kids still get that kind of month and a half off. So families can still plan vacations. They can still plan visits with, other family members, and, kids can still have that, without the constant routine and things. But it also gives them, like you said, that kickstart, getting back into the swing of things and kind of getting ready before school starts. And then they get another little break again for a couple of weeks before they hit the ground running and school gets underway. Aaron, is there anything else that you want to talk about your role with secondary education?
I'm sure I've left out a number of things. One of the other pieces that I do is I work with the community college on dual credit and early college. So we have a great relationship with Oregon Coast Community College, and a number of our students get to go there, for credit free, really. And so it's a great relationship we have there. And I hope students know that they have the ability to do that, and our counselors are actively recruiting to get kids into the community college. They help with our welding program in the north. We also they can go to the Port of Toledo to do welding, which is part of our CTE offerings. So it's another great relationship that we have.
All right. Is there anything else, Aaron, that you would like to add?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
All right, Katie, anything else that you want to add?
No, I have to say, Lincoln County School District is such an amazing place. The staff, the students, the community. I have really been blessed these last 6 years to be a part of this, and I'm going to miss it very much.
Well, we hope that you enjoy your time. There's nothing more special than being with your grandchildren.
Absolutely.
And Sandy, what do you want to say in wrapping up?
Just appreciative of the learning that I get to experience with Katie and Aaron as I'm stepping into this new role, and really encouraging families again to sign up for summer learning and get your kids signed up for summer learning. We're planning a really robust and exciting opportunity for them this summer.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys for joining me today on this episode of Coffee with Kiera. Again, it's sponsored by The Human Bean in Newport at 6th Street and Highway 101, and in Lincoln City at the north end of the highway on the west side by TLC Credit Union. For Coffee with Kiera, I'm Kiera Morgan.